Premium rate applicable is 1 rupees % plus earthquake. So here the important question is, when these machineries are not interchangeable because they are coded, premium rates are fixed, they cannot be insured under the motor insurance category because most of them, or normally all of them, are unregistered. So no change is possible. They have to be insured in the group cells only. Group 4 includes most heavy or most risky machineries. For example, drilling machines for water supply, tunnel boring machine. Risk code starts from 401. Rate applicable is 2 rupees % plus earthquake. And see the contrast. Group 5 includes those machinery, plant or equipments which are having lowest value. Some of them may not be having their self-propelled engines. They are either mounted or connected when they are used at the project sites. And their premium rate is lowest because these are the less risky machineries. Premium rate is only 20% plus earthquake. So these 5 groups are there. And in these 5 groups, no machinery will be interchanged. Here the important thing is, only earthquake premium can be charged separately. Now what is the method of charging the earthquake premium? It's on the same basis as it is used in the fire insurance. Means India is divided into 4 zones from earthquake point of view. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4. Areas of high frequency of earthquake are included in Zone 1. Areas of lowest frequency of earthquake are included in Zone 4. And we will see the premium rate differences 10 times. For Zone 1, which is covering the areas of highest frequency of earthquake, the rate applicable is 0.10%. But for Zone 4, the rate applicable is 0.01%. So earthquake premium rate can be charged separately, otherwise no third party premium, no PA premium, no any other premium. This is the rate applicable as per the tariff. Out of this rate also, the company can provide the D-tariff discount. The next important aspect is, all companies are having their own decline list. These decline lists are prepared on the basis of the machineries which are giving high claim ratios and which are not favorable from the underwriter's point of view.
Sir, one thing is that what we have discussed the article, but STFI rates we have not mentioned here. Because STFI also additional charges is there right now.
Okay.
In this presentation is not available.
Okay, we'll discuss it later. So the decline list is having 6 category of vehicles which we are not insuring. The first one is registered vehicles. Means any plant, machinery or equipment which is registered with the RTO will be insured under the motor insurance category only. If it is not registered, then this is a subject matter of CPM insurance. Agriculture equipments, tunnel boring machines, all type of underground risk, waterborne machineries, oil gas drilling rigs, these are in the decline list. Means you should not work on these proposals because your proposal may not be accepted by the underwriter. So better not to work on these. 6 categories, and the first one is prominent, If the registration is there with the RTO, exclude it. Don't work on it. CPM policy is different to the motor insurance. In motor insurance, you have seen the IDV, that is insured declared value. IDV is the sum insured of any motor vehicle. IDV is the maximum liability of the insurance company. IDV is determined on the basis of a table provided in the tariff. IDV provides percentage to be deducted from the ex-showroom price of the vehicle every year. Even on day one, 5% price will be reduced for insurance purposes. But this all is applicable to the motor insurance. IDV table is not applicable to the non-motor or especially CPM insurance. In CPM insurance, the position is just vice versa. Here, the price of the machinery increases, not decreases. Here, the machinery is used, but still, the price may go up. Because the crane you purchased 3 years ago in 40 lakh may be available at 50 lakh rupees today. So here the IDV will not apply. What will happen? In CPM, sum insured shall be equal to the cost of replacement of the insured property by new property of the same kind and same capacity. That means this will be insured at the replacement cost. And this replacement cost may include freight, dues, custom duties, erection cost if any. These are all part of the sum insured. No IDV table, no percentage deducted from the ex-showroom price. On the contrary, you have to inquire from the dealer that what is the price of this machine manufactured by such and such, make and capacity such and such. What is the current replacement price of this machinery today? On that price only you will insure it. For a simple reason, suppose that crane which you purchased 40 lakh rupees at 40 lakh rupees 3 years ago, now it is costing to 50 lakh rupees and it is totally damaged. Total loss is there. Now suppose if you have still insured it for 40 lakh rupees only, insurance company will pay you 40 lakh rupees only, subject to policy deductibles. But if you have insured it at 50 lakh rupees, that is the current replacement value, insurance company will pay you 50 lakh rupees, subject to policy deductibles. Here, insurance company will not deduct any other thing except policy deductibles because this sum insured is adequate. But in case of 40 lakh rupees sum insured, insurance company will also deduct the under insurance because the insurance is found at the time of loss less than the current replacement value. So whenever there is under insurance, there is application of average clause. That means these machineries must be insured on the replacement cost, including freight, dues and custom duties, including erection cost. So this is a very important aspect of CPM policy. Another important aspect is transit coverage. In motor insurance, you have seen any vehicle insured from any city of the country can fly anywhere across India. The territorial limit is across India. Even for other countries, geographical extension can be taken. Means in motor insurance, geographical extension is available for Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Maldives, where the Indian insurance policy will be permitted. But for CPM policy does not allow any machinery, any vehicle which is insured under CPM policy even to fly on the public place. Risk within the project site is permitted. But out of the project site, if the vehicle is coming on the road, if it is using a public place, there any accident happens or any loss or damage happens, insurance company will not pay any claim. Even if the contractor is having different project sites in different states or different cities, that case also the contractor's plant and machinery cannot use the public place and go by road. No. In such a situation, the contractor will arrange either the marine transit policy or will take his machineries through loaders. So these two options are available with the insured and any of them he can exercise. Because if anything happens during the transit, if it is going by the road, the loss will not be paid by the insurance company. Policy does not provide the transit coverage. Now this policy has certain add-on coverages. Most important of that is third-party liability. Because the person's liability is not covered. So here the insured has to select two limits. Any one person limit and any one accident limit. On the amount of these two limits, the premium rate of 0.25% will apply. So this third party liability extension is very important because the contractor may not be under the impression that the third party liability under these CPM policies are covered similar on the pattern of the motor insurance policy where the third party liability to a person is unlimited as per the provisions of the Motor Vehicle Act 1988. No, this is not the case here. Here third party liability of any person or any third person is not covered. Only third party property damage is covered as per the policy. So in that case, this add-on cover is most important and you should advise your customers that they should take this add-on cover. Second one is owner's surrounding property. This is required only when there is any danger, any fear of the loss or damage due to the owner's surrounding properties. So this may or may not be required depending upon the situation. If it is required, then 0.25% premium rate is applicable. But this clearance and removal of debris is important from contractor's point of view. Because the project site, at the project sites, various kind of operations are normally taking place. Certain constructions or erections have to be removed because of the wrong measurement, because of the carelessness, because of the faulty designs. So the cost incurred on the removal and then re-erection is very high. Plus removal of debris costs very high. And on the project sites, this is normally happening. So contractors prefer to take this add-on cover. Premium rate is only 0.25%. Other three relate to the duties: additional custom duty, express freight, or air freight. These are required because at times the part of the machinery or the total machinery is not available. In that case, either part or the machinery has to be imported from other countries because the project is coming to the halt, and on the projects lot of investments of the contractors are already there because labor is working, building material is there, team is there, engineers are there. Project may be time bound, it has to be handed over within the stipulated time, otherwise the contractor may have to face the penalty. Under such circumstances, they cannot wait for a longer time. So, even at the cost of additional custom duties or express freight or air freight, they are ready to import or purchase indigenous part from the far off places. So, if they have taken the add-on cover at a very nominal rate, this amount is also borne by the insurance company, and the contractor need not to pay it out of his own pocket. Now, what is not covered under CPM policy? CPM policy is a all risk insurance policy. All risks are covered except the exclusions. But among the exclusions, few are important. Say, for example, electrical and mechanical breakdown. Now, this is a very controversial exclusion because electrical and mechanical breakdown of machinery is a normal feature. At the project sites, electrical and mechanical breakdowns are usually taking place, but this is not an accidental loss. This is not an accidental loss. So it is not covered under the policy. That means electrical and mechanical breakdown is caused by the operators, by the drivers, by the laborers, because of their negligence. What kind of negligence is there? They are not using the coolant, fluid, lubrications. And so, the engine may cease, the machinery may stop working, there may be electrical or mechanical breakdown. This kind of losses are not treated as accidental losses. Policy excludes, and these negligence or carelessness are excluded from the policy. Normal wear and tear is also not covered, like knives broken, drill broken, tires not working, ropes broken, chain broken, batteries out of order. These are normal wear and tear items, not accidental losses, so these are also not covered. And the most important one is transit risk is not covered. The transit risk is insurable by an additional policy called marine transit, or otherwise the contractor may carry his machinery to the different project sites through loaders. Now suppose if there is any partial loss to the plant and machinery or vehicle of the contractor, how the insurance company will deal with it? Insurance company will provide full cost of replacement of parts plus repair charges, full cost of dismantling and re-erection charges. Depreciation will be applicable only on the part of short life. That means rubber parts, plastic parts, nylon parts. Full repair is paid. Only thing is, this sum insured must be adequate. If sum insured is not adequate, machinery is insured for undervalue. In that case, insured is going to suffer. The loss will be shared, or you can say deducted proportionately in terms of underinsurance. Say suppose the machinery cost is 100 rupees, you have insured it for 60 rupees only. It means you are ready to bear 40 rupees loss yourself. Similar is the case with the machineries. If it is undervalued, if it is underinsured, the provision of average clause is there in the fire insurance policies and engineering policies. Here the funda of motor CV, motor IDV is not applicable. So if the sum insured is not adequate, in that case insured will be the only loser. Insurance company will settle the claim, but will deduct the amount on the basis of average clause. Maybe a total loss case is there. In a case of total loss, the insurance company is ready to pay the new replacement value of item immediately before the occurrence of loss. Less salvage, less depreciation, subject to adequacy of sum insured. So sum insured must not be less than the current replacement value. That is the most important aspect. Now let us see what is the basic difference between the motor insurance and CPM insurance. Because both these policies are altogether different. We people are always confused because they are normally found on the